Have you ever pondered why some men naturally earn admiration from women while others are constantly taken advantage of? What if I informed you that there's one particular behavior you continuously engage in that is eroding her respect for you each and every time? In truth, there are actually a few things. But if I'm being honest, in this video I will disclose exactly what that respect-damaging habit is, why it's undermining your prospects with women, and more importantly, how to reverse the situation so you can become the man she simply can't help but admire. Before we begin, did you know that only a small percentage of people watching this video are subscribed? If you enjoy this kind of content and want to learn more about attraction and relationships, consider subscribing. It helps us keep making videos like this. Ready? Let's dive in. It's Ryan here, and welcome to the channel. Respect killer number 1. Being a yes man. There exists a delicate distinction between being accommodating and turning into a complete pushover, and sadly, many men cross that boundary without even realizing it. Have you ever agreed to something you really didn't want to do, just to avoid upsetting your partner? Perhaps you consented to forego an outing with your friends because she desired to spend time with you. This scenario happens frequently, and while it might seem innocuous at first, after all, compromise is part of any relationship. The stark truth is that every time you agree without question merely to keep her content, you're quietly depleting the respect she has for you. Consider it this way. When you're always acquiescing, you're subtly signaling that you fear conflict. You're effectively saying that your own viewpoints, emotions, and needs are secondary. Over time, what does that suggest? It indicates to her that you don't value yourself enough to maintain your own distinct identity and opinions. Remember, a woman doesn't admire a man who lacks identity. She might initially appreciate the ease of having decisions made for her, but trust me, the appeal, desire, and respect will evaporate faster than you expect. Many men fall into this trap because society has ingrained the idea that pleasing women is the ultimate aim. However, being a constant people pleaser renders you predictable, dull, and ultimately replaceable. You become that man who always defers to whatever you want, honey, until the whatever gradually morphs into whoever. And believe me, you don't want to become that guy. So what can you do to remedy this immediately? Listen up carefully, because the following steps will help restore her respect and attraction quicker than you might imagine. Step 1. Start practicing how to say no. For example, if she urges you to miss your workout once again, try something like, "I understand you'd like me at home, but this workout holds importance for me. Let's connect afterward." It's straightforward, assertive, and respectful. Step 2. Voice your true opinions more regularly. If you have a different preference, say something like, "Actually, I'd prefer not to watch another romantic movie tonight. Let's choose something we both enjoy." Step 3. Set and uphold clear boundaries. For instance, if your Fridays are reserved for your friends or your personal hobbies, be firm about that. Such actions convey strength, purpose, and confidence, qualities that women deeply respect. Here is a real talk. If you've been guilty of being a yes man, hit that like button right now to prove you're ready to evolve. When you start saying no and standing your ground respectfully, something remarkable will occur. She'll notice your newfound confidence instantly and come to respect your opinions more. In a twist of irony, your attractiveness will grow as you display strength, self-respect, and individuality, exactly what she craves. Here's an added bonus. You won't have to endure another dreadful Netflix series just because she's into it. Respect killer number 2. Apologizing. This is a behavior I frequently witness, men apologizing excessively for matters they have no real obligation to apologize for. It might sound innocuous at first, but overdoing it can inflict serious harm. Constantly saying sorry is among the quickest ways to have her lose respect for you. Have you ever found yourself apologizing when she accidentally bumps into you, or even saying sorry just because she's having a bad day, despite you having no part in it? Yeah, you know exactly what I mean. We've all been conditioned to think that frequent apologies make us appear sensitive, caring, or considerate. Yet, the truth is that too many apologies portray you as weak, uncertain, and worst of all, needy. Excessive apologizing subconsciously tells her that you regard yourself as the root of every problem, even when you're not, and positions you as someone who must perpetually justify your very existence. And let's be honest, no woman ever said, "Wow, his insecurity is so appealing." The good news is that this habit is simple to change if you commit to a few key actions. Step 1. Pause and reflect. Before you offer an apology, take a moment to ask yourself, am I truly at fault here? If nothing was done wrong, refrain from apologizing. Instead, offer your support. For instance, if she spills her coffee, instead of saying, "Sorry," you might say, "Let me grab some napkins for you," along with a reassuring smile. Step 2. Replace "sorry" with empathy. Swap out unnecessary apologies for expressions of empathy or practical solutions. If she's had a rough day at work, instead of saying, "Sorry you had a bad day," confidently say, "Do you want to talk about it?" This shift in language not only makes you appear supportive, but also confident and emotionally robust, traits that women admire. Step 3. Practice confidence daily. Remind yourself every day that your presence is not a burden, and you don't need to apologize for simply existing. Speak clearly and with conviction, and over time, you'll find yourself apologizing less and projecting far greater confidence. Before moving on to the next point, here's a quick check-in. If you've been guilty of excessive apologies, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I drop insightful truth bombs like these weekly to help elevate your dating game. Respect killer number 3, neglecting your own life for hers. Now, let's address one of the gravest mistakes men make, abandoning their own lives to elevate a woman to an unattainable pedestal. It might sound romantic at first, but in reality, it's one of the fastest ways to drain her respect for you. Have you ever encountered a guy who seemed to have it all? Excellent friends, hobbies, a thriving career, but once he met the right girl, he completely vanished from view. You know exactly the type I'm referring to, and perhaps it might even be you. Here's what's really happening. When you start sacrificing your personal life for hers, you're subconsciously sending her a potent, unattractive signal: "I have nothing better going on in my life than you." While this might initially seem flattering, it quickly becomes a major turnoff. No woman fantasizes about dating a man whose sole existence revolves around her. It's exhausting, unappealing, and frankly creepy. If you've ever sidelined your personal life due to a relationship, hit that like button. This is your wake-up call. Once you refocus on yourself, remarkable changes are bound to occur. You become instantly more intriguing and mysterious, embodying depth, purpose, and strength, qualities that make you a man worth respecting and fighting to keep. Let's be realistic. Women don't fantasize about clingy boyfriends. They dream of a confident, driven man with a fulfilling life of his own. Keep this in mind. Respect isn't something you can demand. It's earned through actions that showcase your strength. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.